Disclaimer: this video is not meant to offend any person in any way or another. This is just some alternate history video only meant for entertainment purposes. If you feel like you're going to be offended somehow, please go away from this video, watch another video on the site instead of whining in the comment section. Don't say I didn't warn you. Hey guys, it's your boy LaFinchy here, where I make videos about all things history. Now, this is my first video in the year 2020. So, to celebrate my first video, I'm gonna do a new thing for the first time, which is alternate history. Alternate history can be very interesting, as it can show how changing one event can lead to a whole host of changes. And that's what we're going to go to today. What if World War I never happened? Obviously anything could happen, but I did a little research, yeah, and I created a map of what I think Europe would have looked like if World War I never happened. It looks a little something like this. This might look strange, but let me explain. Western Europe doesn't look that different. But I think that Ireland would have still gained independence, and also Iceland. And decolonization would have happened nonetheless, because these countries would have were colonized before. Now, first change is Italy, and you can see that the Vatican City isn't there. Why? Well, because I don't know if Mussolini would have run Italy if World War I would have never happened. I tried to look into it, but I got confused. So, I'm just going to assume that Mussolini never went in charge and the monarchy's still there. Mussolini made a deal with the Pope, allowing him to have his own little micronation. But without that deal, there's no Vatican City. So now, we'll go to the German Empire. Obviously, the German Empire never loses any land because they never go into any conflicts. So they stay the same. Now, and they would have kept their colonies, which, when decolonization happened in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, it might lead to some German African nations, which, assuming, wouldn't really be as successful as all the others. But let's not go too much into Germany. We'll go into the not-so-simple areas, specifically Austria-Hungary, or what used to be it. Austria-Hungary had some cultural tension, and even before the war. So, it's natural that one day, it would fall apart. So, Austria is German, so obviously it has the V's, and also has its old Italian lands. There's also the Czechs, which formed their own little nation. And then there's big old Hungary, which is just Hungary. Yeah. Now we'll go into this mess. Yugoslavia was never created. So, there's Serbia, with its old pre-World War I lands, and also some gained lands over here, and some ethnic Serbian land in Bosnia and Herzegovina. There's also Croatia, with lands, and here, and some ethnic Croat lands. And then there's Bosnia right in the middle. And there's also Montenegro, with its old pre-World War I land. And we're going to return to Germany for a second. And fun fact, it's still under the Kaiser. Since World War I never happens, Adolf Hitler never joins the army, which means the Weimar Republic never happens, which means Adolf Hitler never advocates to overthrow the Weimar Republic, since the reason Hitler took control is because he was disappointed in the Weimar Republic. So, Hitler was never a problem, so Nazism never took off. So there's that. And there's also good old Switzerland. Okay, now returning to the Balkans. Then there's Greece, which is just Greece, as it is. And there's this little island, which was Italy's. Now, I'd also like to go to another thing that I forgot, which is that without World War I happening, World War II can't happen, since Hitler never goes into power and invades Poland. World War II never happens. So, the Isle of Rhodes still belongs to Italy. And then there's still Bulgaria controlling this part of Greece, and also Romania. Okay, so now's the Russians. See, communism has existed since the 1800s, and they've had problems with the Tsar for some time. But what really tipped the boat was when Russia was involved in World War I. The people were angry. So Vladimir Lenin advocated for communism and overthrew the Tsar. Because World War I had horrible losses for Russia. But without World War I, that tipping point never really comes. So, communism never really takes hold in the world. So that means the Tsar is still around. But eventually people will have enough. And that's exactly what happens here. There's Poland, which has some Polish lands, including Belarus and Ukraine, and there's also a Ukrainian state, which, fun fact, actually existed from 1919 to 1920. And then there's the Baltic states, as usual, and Finland. Yeah. Since no one stigmatized the Germans, and Finland might have had a monarchy, which, fun fact, its head of the short-lived monarchy was German. Yes, really. And then we go to Moldova. I was struggling to figure out what Moldova would be. Would it be Romanian? It couldn't be. Romania had gained Moldova in World War I. And before that, it was owned by the Russian Empire. But then, in the 30s, no, in the early 40s, the Soviet Union snatched it off during World War II. In this scenario, neither World War happens. But would it be Ukrainian? I didn't really think so. This made me ponder a lot. What would have the area of Moldova looked like in modern day if World War I never happened? So then I just thought that it could be its own little state, and even have lands in Bessarabia, and maybe Transnistria could be Ukrainian. Okay, so moving on from that, we have Cyprus, which is independent. And then we go to the Ottomans. Without World War I, the Ottomans never collapse. So, the Ottomans still go on today, with their lands in the Middle East. And at that time in the 1910s, this land was unclaimed. So, I would have presumed that naturally, the Ottomans would have just claimed this land. But what about this? That was actually the Saudi. This one is actually the Saudi nation. You remember Saudi Arabia? You know Saudi Arabia, right? Yeah. And then, there are these Caucasus nations, yeah, that declared independence from Russia. And they have a few alterations to the Caucasus nations we know today. And we also have the border between Persia and Turkey and the Ottoman Empire. Now, while I was going through Geocron, I noticed this pattern going on. There was this border that had been consistent from the oldest I'd gone, the mid-1800s, all the way to when Britain colonized Iraq. So I thought that without Britain intervening in Mesopotamia, this border would be kept. So I decided to add it in. And I guess is the same, you know. Okay, so this is what I think this is what I think Europe would have looked like if World War One never happened. And I would also like to add that without World War One, World War Two would have never happened, which meant, and fun fact, that general peace would be kept in Europe for 205 years, since 1815, the end of the Napoleonic Wars. And without any World War II, the United Nations would have been created, which would change everything. And to finish things off, I will give a list of all the nations that wouldn't change in this map if World War One never happened. Quote, this is a map in modern day. So, countries that wouldn't change the borders if World War II never happened, World War One never happened. Oh my god, I'm so awkward. Are Iceland, Norway, Sweden, the United Kingdom, Ireland, Spain, Portugal, Andorra, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, San Marino, Monaco, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Albania, and the Czech Republic. Oh my god, I'm so awkward. Okay, so this is basically it. If you think things would go out differently if World War One never happened, share your thoughts in the comment section. Please like and subscribe and share this video with all of your friends and hit the notification button so you won't miss a single video I make. This is LaFinchy signing out. Bye. So that was basically my video on what would happen if World War One never happened. As the video said, if you think events would have gone different if World War One never happened, please put in the comments section down below. I would like to hear. And also, I would like to say something. If I get 2 likes on any of my videos, I might play some grand strategy game or something. I know, I'm setting the bar low, but whatever. I'm a small channel anyway. So, I'm gonna be posting a poll down below on what grand strategy game you want me to play. Yeah, so please like and subscribe and share this video with all of your friends, and make sure and click the notification button so you never miss a single video of mine. This is LaFinchy and thanks for watching. Bye.